Hey guys, Dave from Filterbuy here. And one of the questions that we've been hearing a lot recently from our customers, how do I know what size filter to buy? How do I make sure I'm measuring my filter correctly to get that good, snug fit that I know is really important? Really important to keep my indoor air quality as good as it can possibly be, and get that filter sized correctly so it can protect the air conditioner like it's designed to. Now there's a number of different air filter configurations, and we're going to take you through a number of the most common ones today so you can see how to correctly measure that air filter to get that good snug fit that we're all looking for. Now first things first, whenever you're going to be touching your air conditioner, including changing your air filter or measuring the unit to get that filter the right size, you want to turn your air conditioning unit off. Easiest way to do that, of course, slide up to your thermostat and make sure the system is in the off position. When your system is on, there is air being pulled inside of it, which is going to make it harder to remove the filter and harder to slide in the new one. So just make your life a little bit easier and make sure that thermostat is in the off position. Now the easiest way to make sure you're buying the right size filter is if you had a filter that fit well before. Pull out the old filter and look for the size on the frame. Now a word of caution, most filters, including our own, have what's called a nominal size and an actual size. The nominal size is the size that you'll see in the larger font on the frame. But that's different from the actual size of that filter. The actual size refers to the measurement that you would get if you measured out that filter frame with a measuring tape. Nominal sizes are usually actual sizes rounded to the nearest half inch or full inch. If you have a filter that's fit well before and it was a 20 by 20 by 1, reorder a 20 by 20 by 1. But in many cases, you won't find a filter or you won't find a filter with a size on it. In the case of this air conditioner right here, in our filter tray, we actually had a washable filter. These can be cut to specific sizes and so don't have an actual size listed on the filter material. In these cases, grab your measuring tape and measure the actual dimensions of this filter. Fit inside 21 inches by, again, right around 21 inches. So to replace this washable filter, we know we're going to be looking for a width and length of 21 by 21. But filters actually come in a variety of depths as well. In the case of this filter rack, we're looking at an inch. An inch is the most common filter depth you'll see, but we have 2-inch filter depth, 4-inch filter depth, and sometimes even larger. These thicker whole house filters need to be sized for the correct depth. Now this rack had our washable filter in it. What do you do if the unit doesn't even have the washable filter? We're going to have to measure the dimensions of this tray itself. Again, measuring tape. Open the tray. Tape measure finds its way to the back. And when you hit the back part, note your measurement. Again, right around 21 inches. Grab our width. Right there at 21 inches. So even if our filter rack didn't have a numbered filter or a washable filter, we can still rely on our tape measure to find that good fit. Not all air conditioners, however, have these dedicated filter racks. Some units will sit directly on top of these metal stands. When this is the case, same general rules apply. If there was a filter in there that fit well, reorder the same size. If we had a washable filter that was a good fit, measure the washable filter. If there is no washable filter, we're going to need to measure the dimensions of this top slot, this filter slot, in this metal stand. So just like was the case when we were measuring out our filter tray, slide our tape measure all the way to the back, comes in right at 21 inches. Measure our width, comes in right at 21 inches. So again, even without a filter existing, even without a washable filter, we can rely on our tape measure to find that good, snug, secure fit that's going to keep our air clean and to keep our AC protected. It'll sometimes be the case that our filters won't be found, though, immediately next to our air conditioning machine. Same general rules apply, though, when we're changing a filter that's closer to the air conditioning machine. Easiest way to find our replacement size is going to be from the existing filter that's in there, assuming it's already a good, snug fit. In the case of this filter-backed grill, this return grill, we don't currently have an air filter inside of it, which means we need to measure the size that we need to find for our filter. We're going to want our length, our width, and our height, same as before. We'll start with our width, side to side, just around 17.5 inches. Now it's important to note with these filter back grills, we want to measure from the interior lip to the other interior lip. If we measure from frame to frame, we might find that the filter we buy is a little bit too big. It can't get behind the lip, which is going to support that filter, hold it in place. So again, 17.5, lip to lip on the width. And then for our length, we have just over 19.5. And then for our depth, again, we're dealing with a 1-inch filter. The next unit we're going to take a look at are our water source heat pumps. Common to see these in larger high-rise condominium buildings, and pretty easy to distinguish when you have a water source heat pump, because you'll actually see hoses with water running in and out. Now these units almost always have their filters located on the left side or the right side of the unit. For this unit here, we've got a great fit on our 24 by 30 by 1. So we would normally look to just replace it with the same size. But let's imagine we didn't have a filter. Just like was the case before, when we were measuring the filter tray on the bottom side of the unit, we need to get all three of our dimensions: our length, our width, and our height. Tape measure to the back of the dedicated tray. Got it. Found our size here, just over 29 inches. We'll get our height, bottom of the tray to the top, just shy of 24 inches. It'll almost always be the case that these units will take 1-inch filters, but just in case that's not, we'll want to measure out our depth but we can see clearly it's a 1-inch filter. Again, we're going to want to pay attention to the difference between the nominal and the actual filter size, but we'll see that our 24 by 30 by 1 is going to fit great. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you found that helpful. Be sure to stay tuned. Check out our latest videos for more on your air filters, indoor air quality, your HVAC system. We'll see you next time.